Hi, this is Reverend Joanna Bartlett, and in this video I'm going to tell you about my book, Led by Light, Book 2, A Medium's Guide to Developing Your Intuitive and Psychic Senses. I am an ordained minister and a certified medium with the National Spiritualist Association of Churches. And so I wrote this book about mediumship and how to develop your mediumship abilities further because I found that once you begin developing your skills and start, doing some practice message work with people, even if you start doing it more publicly, you may find that the messages that you receive, they aren't always clear, or they don't always receive or contain, you don't always receive, the messages don't always contain enough information perhaps, or as much information as you would like using all of your intuitive or psychic senses. You may also want to keep developing, but not necessarily really know how or what it feels like when you receive information and messages through your different psychic or intuitive senses. And you may also not know what is part of a good message, what goes into a good evidential message from somebody in spirit. And so I wrote this book to address all of those things. And the way that it does that is that it helps you to open each of your psychic or intuitive senses in turn. It goes into all of them: clairvoyance, claircognizance, I'm going to try and remember them all: clairalience, clairaudience, clairgustance, clairsentience. I think I got them all. It goes through each of these in turn and helps you open them up along with their associated chakras. It gives you examples and explanations of how it feels, the experience of receiving information through each of these clairsenses is like. And then it also goes into how to give out messages for people that are evidential mediumship messages using the CERT method of mediumship. It's one of the methods out there, and that's one of the ways that I explain it, so that you know that when you give messages, it's a good meaty message. It contains all of the information that the person receiving it really needs, so that they know that that message is from somebody in spirit that they can recognize and really connect in with. So what you get after you've worked through this material and absorbed it into yourself and into your work is you will have an increased sense of clarity in your messages. They will be clearer and richer and fuller, and you will have more confidence in your own abilities and more trust in yourself and your ability to give out those messages to people. You will also have opened and cleared your chakras during the whole course of working on each of your clairsenses, and you'll also have developed all of those clairsenses. So even if you tend to be more clairvoyant or clairaudient or whatever right now, you may find that as you work with all of these intuitive senses, that one or more of them starts to become more prominent, or you sharpen and strengthen your primary sense, which you'll also learn what is your primary sense. And then you can also find that over time, they develop and they change. And so, especially for people that it's happening to, it can be really useful and good to know what it is that's happening or what other sense it is that's coming up. So that is what is included in this book. It is the second and final book in my Led by Light series about developing your intuitive mediumship abilities.